guys, we're back, and this is our review on Mockingjay. This is going to be the non-spoiler Mockingjay. I think we're going to do a spoiler version of this, but this is non-spoiler. So,
except if you have not watched Hunger Games or Catching Fire, don't watch this.
Watched?
You need to
watched?
watch.
You said watched.
Did I?
Because it's like watching it when you read it.
If you have not read Hunger Games or Catching Fire, do not watch this video. You need to go finish those.
Because you might be a little spoiled, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
If you like to be spoiled, go ahead and watch
If
it.
you like the other books to be spoiled.
But this will be non-spoiler if you haven't read Mockingjay. It's by Suzanne. This is book 3. So book 1, Hunger Games, book 2, Catching Fire, and this is book 3. It's also going to be a movie, we think, next year. You can buy t-shirts and everything else at Hot Topic right now. They've already got the stuff out, which is really cool. But you want to talk about how it's broke up?
Yeah, there's like 3 parts in here. The first part is Ashes, the second part's the Assault, and the third is called the Assassin. So
Which doesn't really tell you anything. I'm still not real sure why some of it's called that, but I guess I kind of get it. But so that's not really a spoiler, I don't think, at all.
No.
But I think she did that in her other books, didn't she? Broke them up like in sections.
I was thinking so. I was actually going to look, and then I forgot.
I think she did. That's kind of cool. I like that. But
I love the cover. Absolutely love the cover. Beach book.
So
what did you think when you got done?
Well, I know we talked about this because we both kind of felt like...
What chapter was it? Like later on in the book?
Oh yeah, halfway through.
Yeah, something like that.
Halfway through we both said, did I get there first? Or did you? I can't remember.
We got there about the same time.
Okay, because we were talking about how,
you come in and said, where are you at? And this is where I am. And I think you had
I had to read another chapter. So at lunchtime, I read this other chapter so we could be at the same place. And then we talked about it. And we both said, this could go a certain way. And if it does, we are having a book burning party. And we're going to burn it.
Bye-bye.
And it didn't go that way. But yet...
there were some shocks and twists and things that
there was a lot of shocks, a lot of twists, this book is actually more graphic, I thought, than all the rest of them. And I wasn't necessarily that happy with that. There's, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but there's some different traps and things that go on, and just really pretty graphic.
Which you know from reading Hunger Games and Catching Fire, you know that it's leading into a rebellion and some of this was coming, but I don't know, I wasn't expecting some of the direction that she went.
Yeah.
And I understand though why she went that direction with some of it, but at the same time, especially one thing that happens, I'm just thinking, couldn't you have done it a different way? Did that have to go that way to
Obviously
make
it did.
I'm just thinking, couldn't you have done something else?
Yeah.
And still had the end result happen?
Well, and then when we get to the end, it's kind of like I don't know what word you used, but I remember thinking, I liked how it ended, but yet I just felt unsatisfied.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like, did I like this book? I think I did.
It just left me feeling really, like, gloomy.
Yeah, kind of like,
And all day, I just kept thinking, really? Did it have to go that... I just kept asking, did it have to go that way? Really? Did you have to go there?
But we talked about, too, how it's hard for any author of a series that you're wrapping everything up, that it's really hard to please everybody and to make everything happen that you're satisfied with and everything. So, you know, the author has their story in their head. But I think some of it ended up getting, because it was only 3 books, I think it possibly could have been 4. And some of the stuff, it just got wrapped up really quick. And so it's like, okay, I'll do this with this person, because I've got to get to the end.
I felt like it started slower than the other 2 books.
It did.
It seemed like it was taking a lot longer
before
to
they
get-
actually go to get to the real serious rebellion part.
Right.
They kind of just hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, things are happening, but yet they're
But
just
not-
hanging.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah, it was.
I mean, I liked it, but at the
It
same
wasn't
time,
for me. It wasn't like a lot of meaning though stuff.
yeah, it seemed like it was just drawn out. And then, you know, when you get like halfway, maybe,
Yeah.
It
Then you
seemed
kind of
like-
can't put it down some.
yeah, it picked
Because
up more.
we've got a guy at work that is reading this, and he loved book 1 and 2. He's what, 20 years old?
21. He just turned 21.
And so he is reading it, and he's on, and well, Spencer's the same way. They're both in that first section for the longest time. He finally got out of it. His name's Blake. He finally got out of that, and he's reading on now. But Spence has been in that first section. He still is. And that's because it does seem like kind of a slow, and that's what Blake said. It's not pulling him to read it.
Yeah, and I think Hunger Games and Catching Fire,
I don't
She-
remember any of that
she
ever
drew
thinking.
you in right away. I don't ever remember feeling like, when is this ever going to go? You know, or when
It kind of felt like filler,
yeah, a little bit.
kind of just like filler stuff. So, but overall, what do you rate it star-wise?
I was thinking a 4.
That's what
I
I
gave
say.
the other 2 a 5 just because it drew me in so quick and I didn't want to stop reading it. But this one, until I got to the middle, I didn't. And then I guess maybe because it was a little more graphic.
Yeah, I wasn't real crazy about the violence.
Which I understand that because, you know, it was a rebellion.
And that's what we talked about. It made it seem realistic because
Yeah.
that violence would
Because
really be there.
that really goes on.
But yeah, I'd give it a 4 just because, well, for probably about 3 reasons. The slow beginning, the violence that was there, and also just how you felt at the ending.
Yeah.
So, it is a good book. It's definitely her
Good
writing.
story.
Her writing is awesome. I love the way she writes.
Yes.
I love the characters, but yeah, I wouldn't give it a full 5. Somebody, I don't know if it was you, somebody was saying that she's actually working on a new series, that she's already writing another book.
Yeah.
So
She's
I don't think
going.
she's going back here.
Yeah.
If not for a while at least. And if she's doing a new book, plus she's got the movie to deal with, and she's the screenwriter of the movie or in the process, she's helping, which is really unheard of. Usually authors turn it over and they can get their input, but she's actually in some of the screenwriting.
And I read that she's finished with the screenwriting and now it's turned over to somebody else, like editing it.
Yeah.
Which I guess she's still involved in that process.
So go out and see the movie, no matter what you think of
Yes.
book 3. Go out and see the movie, support it so we can get all 3 movies made.
Well, and I don't want you to get the wrong idea because we did like it. It's just not as much, I don't think. I think Catching Fire was probably my favorite. I don't know. It'd be hard because Hunger Games brings it in, but
Whatever's got the most scenes of PETA would be my favorite.
yeah. I liked Catching Fire.
Let's say, do you have like a favorite scene in the whole series? Because I do.
I don't know.
My favorite scene, I always think of this, I can't wait for the movie on this, and they better not screw it up. But then when she finds him, and he's all camouflaged because it's his leg that's hurt. He's all camouflaged, she can't see him. And she's walking through trying to find where she thought he might be, and he says, "Come to finish me off, sweetheart." She just hears his voice, and he calls her sweetheart. I love that scene. I want to see that on the movie so bad.
That'd be good. But I don't know. I think I want to see Senna.
Ooh, yeah.
I want to see how.
I hope they cast him well.
Yeah. I want to see how they bring
And his
him to
gold
life.
eyeliner. We better wrap it up because we're probably over 10 minutes, as usual. But so, happy
Reading!
Bye!